Okay, so this is continuing on. We're going to do form 2 minor chords. Again, I'm just moving up the neck. This is the scale at the lower part of the neck, the first 3 frets, and then, so that's form 1. This would be form 2, form 3, form 4, and 5. So these are not official forms. They're just my own, in the key of C, it's kind of my own little system here. Okay, so we're going to work on the minor chords now. So you remember in the previous video, in order to make a minor chord, a triad, we have to take this 3. There's a note between 2 and 3, right? Because these are whole step. There's a whole step between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. And then between 3 and 4, there's a half step. So there's no note in between. But here there's a note in between. So we're going to flat this 3. So see, we have 2 and 3, and then we're going to flat the 3. So we have 1, flat, 3, 5. And there's your minor triad. So we're going to do a C minor triad. We're going to get rid of everything that's not a 1, 3, or 5. We'll flat the 3. We're going to call it a 3 right now, and then we'll flat it after we get rid of everything we don't need. So we want the C note to be the bass note, so we're going to get rid of these. And we're going to get rid of everything that's not a 1, 3, or 5, okay? And let's see, get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, so now we've got, again, the 3 and the 5, they're on the same, and we also have another 3 up here. So we're going to get rid of this 3 because we're going to stick with this form. Now we've got 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, but this 3 has to be flatted. It has to go to this fret right here. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put it right here. So now we have a flat 3. So the voicing is 1, 5, 1, flat, 3, 5. And you play that chord like this. Okay, so there's the flat 3, the 1, the 5, the 1, and then I'm going to just bar to grab that other 5. So there's C minor, form 2. So just like this chord here, down in the first position, form 1. Okay, now we're going to add the 4th note. So basically what we had is 1, flat, 3, 5, and then 1. So now we're going to start moving this 1 down chromatically. So we're going to go with the 7 for now. So we want 1, 3, 5, 7. Let's just get started here. Get rid of everything we don't need. Okay, and we're going to stick kind of with this form here. Okay, get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of this 1 because we want the 7 in here. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to leave the 7 right here. Okay, there's C major 7, but we want it to be a minor chord, so we're going to take this 3, get rid of that, and put it here. So now the voicing is 1, 5, 7, flat, 3, 5. And this is how you play that. Okay, here's the 5, the flat 3, 1, 5, and there's 1. But it's a major 7, so we want 5, flat 3, 7. We'll play it like that, and put the 5 there, and then we're going to bar. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do a minor 7th chord. And by the way, the voicing of this chord we just did is 1, 5, 7, flat 3, 5. Do it up here. 1, 5, 7, flat 3, 5. Okay, now we're going to do a C minor 7. So let's just get started getting rid of everything that we don't need, because we're going to be using 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. Okay? Anything that's not a 1, 3, 5, or flat 7. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm just kind of getting rid of all. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of that 1 because that's the note that's been moving down. So we're at a major 7 here, but we got to get rid of this 7 and make this a flat 7 because this is a C minor 7. However, the 3 has to come down to a flat 3. Okay, so there's their C minor 7. So we have the voicing of this chord is 1, 5, flat 7, flat 3, 5. and you play that like this. So I'm just going to bar all the way across so I can get the 1, the flat 7, and the 5. And then I'm going to just put this finger here for the flat 3, and then this one for the 5. Okay, now just playing through the progression from C minor, the first chord, and then C minor major 7. That's also called a C minor natural 7. And then C minor 7. Okay? Now we're going to go to the C minor 6. Let's just get rid of everything. We're going to get rid of these 2 low notes here. Just get rid of everything we don't need. Okay, now this is a C6. We're going to get rid of this because we're not going to be able to use that note. So the 1 and the 6 are on the same. We're going to get rid of this high 1 because that's the note that's been moving down chromatically. You can see in this position, you can see how that note moves down from 1, 7, flat 7 to 6. But the triad stays the same, right? So let's take this 3. We're going to move that down to flat 3. So now we have a C minor 6, and the voicing of this chord is 1, 5, 6, flat 3. And you play that like this. So here's the flat 3, here's the 6, the 5, and the 1. This is a little easier than the majors, the regular 6, the major 6 chord. So if you're going to play this progression, okay, so my funny Valentine. Okay, and this is like a. Stairway to Heaven. So that's the progression. I mean, that's this progression has been used in a million songs. Maybe not a million, but I'm exaggerating. Okay, so we're going to do a C minor major 7 with a 9 in it. I guess this is not going to be a real pretty sounding chord, but we'll see what we end up with. Okay. Hopefully you're getting the idea of how to make a chord, how to build something. As and there's building blocks. The triad first, and then the 4th note, which would be the 7, flat 7 or 6, and then you have the extensions 9s, 11s, and 13s. So in this case, we're going to do C minor major 9. Okay, we'll see how this sounds. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to change like I did before, so that this thing turns into a 9. You notice that the other, like the 6 turned into a 13 and the 4 turned into 11. So we're going to get rid of those. I'm going to leave that 5 there for now. And okay, so 1, 5. Okay, this is a major 7. We're going to get rid of that 1. So we want it to be a minor chord. We're going to move that down to flat 3. Okay, now we have a little bit of a problem. So we have 1, 5. Here's the major 7. But our flat 3 is right here. Actually, is that calling that a... It's calling that a sharp 2. That's not... Anyhow, that is a flat 3. Let's get rid of it anyhow. Here is... Here's the normal 3, and here's the flat 3. So here's a flat 3. So if we want to play a C minor major 9, these are the flat 3 and the 5 are on the same string. So we're going to get rid of the 5. Okay. So that would work. So here's the voicing is 1, flat 3, 7, 9, and 5. So this is how that sounds. So let's just see how this sounds, okay? I'll tell you what, I'm going to ditch this upper 5. It's just, it's kind of hard to get. I probably wouldn't try and play that chord just because it's... But this one here, I'd play the inside 4 notes, okay? So we got the 9, the 7, the flat 3, and the 1. Now I've used that chord before, and I like that chord. resolving to a C minor sixth. And, okay. So there's, hopefully you're catching on to how to add extensions and, you know, how to move notes around to accommodate these chords on a guitar. On a piano, everything is laid out a little easier. Not that the piano is, you know, easier to play. It's just, you know, it's just a guitar is a different animal. So anyhow, I hope you got something out of this. Next, we're going to move up the neck to the next position in the next video. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.